the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. We put our hands up like a ceiling can.
What is up, YouTube? Today I'm going to be doing a pretty cool video. I'm going to be field stripping my XDs 9mm. It is unloaded. I do have an extended mag on it. It's +2, so it usually holds 7 rounds. This one has +2, so it holds 9. And I'm going to be going over how to disassemble it, reassemble it, just for a basic field strip. Okay, let's get started. Step number 1, make sure your gun is unloaded. So remove your magazine, check the barrel, check, unload it. Okay, perfect. Step number 2, once I made sure my gun is completely unloaded, check the barrel, there's no magazine inside, I'll go ahead and push back the slide and push the disassembly lever at a 90-degree angle and go ahead and release the slide and press the trigger. Once you press the trigger, the slide will release. And the first thing I usually do is go ahead and put a little ease-ox on here so I can go ahead and do its magic. It's a 3-in-1, it's a lubricant and sort of a bore cleaner. And I'll go ahead and remove the spring, a little bit of tension, and go ahead and spray it down with a little bit of bore cleaner. And I'll do the same to the barrel. I'll go ahead and spray the exterior with the bore cleaner as well as the interior of the bore cleaner. And I'll go ahead and spray the interior of the slide. And I'll let them sit for a few seconds. While I'm doing that, I'm going to go ahead and get the barrel cleaner and push it through. It's a nylon brush that came with the SDX. And I usually go 2 or 3 times through it. And then the last time I'll go ahead and get one of my special 30 cal cotton cleaning patches and run it through there. Just make sure there's nothing left in there. I do have a couple hundred rounds through here, so there's probably like copper buildup or something. Perfect, that's cleaned out. Okay, perfect. Once I have the barrel clean, I'll go ahead and put it aside and give a wipe down to the spring. Make sure the bore cleaning solution is off. That is ready to go as well. I'll go ahead and get the lower and give it a good wipe down, as well as clean any of the crevices where metal meets metal, just in case there's any lands or anything that could cause interference in performance. I'll let the ease-ox and the toothbrush do its thing. Everything's looking pretty good. What I like to do as well is put a little ease-ox right here in the trigger and kind of play with it a little bit. Sometimes there's dirt that gets jammed in there, and I like to make sure it's nice and clean. Perfect. And I'll go ahead and do an overall wipe down exteriorly and interiorly to make sure there's no residue left from the gun cleaning solutions. And I like using these cotton napkins because they don't leave any particles. So once that's completely cleaned off, it is ready to go, and I will go ahead and get started on the slide. The ease-ox been doing its thing. I'll go ahead and get the areas where the slide meets. And I usually put a little ease-ox right in there. Make sure everything's running perfect. As well, let's give this a good scrub down right here. Make sure I get all that carbon buildup off. To get all these fingerprints, the greasy marks off. And give it an overall wipe down. Go ahead and get the interior of the slide. And give it one last wipe down, and that should be suffice. Nice and clean. So one more wipe down just to be thorough. Make sure we don't have any residual boring solution, and as well as make sure it doesn't look all greasy like. Okay, perfect, all done. Okay, perfect. The final step is to reassemble. And the first thing, we go ahead and put our barrel back inside of our slide. And we'll go ahead and put our spring. Just a little bit of pressure to put it back in place. And we put our slide on the lower. Go ahead and push it all the way back. Make sure you go ahead and slide the slide back and push the slide release up so it can lock into place, and go ahead and lower the disassembly lever, and you can go ahead and release, and that should be good. Last thing we should do is a function check. Your slide's perfect, everything's perfect. Go ahead and check it one more time. Everything's perfect. Thank you so much for watching my channel. I really appreciate it. Please like and subscribe. If you have any questions, leave a comment. Please share, and go ahead and push on the bell to get notifications. Thank you.